How to ask a guy out. Tired of waiting for your prince to appear with a Manola Blahnik in your size? Well, stop waiting and start taking control. You will need a little courage, a little confidence, and yes, the ability to handle rejection gracefully. Step 1. When you spot a guy with potential, ask him what time it is. He'll probably suspect your question is just an excuse to talk to him, giving him the opportunity to either take the bait or not. 89% of men interviewed in a 2004 dating survey said they find approaching a woman in a bar nerve-wracking. So don't you be shy about making the first move. Step 2. If you have a particular guy in mind already, pave the way to dating by looking your best whenever you think you will see him, making friendly conversation, and finding reasons to touch him. 72% of men polled in a 2004 survey said they were attracted to their last date because she seemed friendly, chatty, and approachable. Step 3. Act confident, even if you're not. In many cases, if you act like it's a given that he'd want to go out with you, he will. Know the difference between confidence and aggression. Aggression comes across as desperation, which is not how you want to be perceived. Step 4. Bite the bullet. Have a specific activity or plan in mind, like going to a movie or dinner, and simply ask if he'd like to go with you. Step 5. Smile, sit back, and wait for his answer. Nervous jabbering or backpedaling won't make either of you more comfortable. If for some crazy reason he says no, take the news in stride. Smile, say okay, and remind yourself that he's just one guy. Plenty more where he came from. Step 6. Keep trying. Remember, the more guys you approach, the more likely you are to get a date. And a second one. And a third. Did you know? When two people split the bill on a date, it's called going Dutch, because that has always been the custom in Holland.
How to ask out a girl. Asking a girl out on a date can be daunting, but with a positive attitude and a little preparation, you'll soon be wooing the girl, or girls, of your dreams. You will need a little courage, some self-assurance, and your best set of clothes. Step 1. Decide beforehand where you want to take her, if you're lucky enough to get the date. To a fancy restaurant, a movie, or something more original. If possible, choose something that appeals to her interests. Step 2. Look your best. You don't have to be Brad Pitt to get a date, but it will help if you're well-groomed. Wear clothes you feel comfortable in. Now is not the time to experiment with a whole new look that may make you feel self-conscious or awkward. Step 3. Pick your moment. Asking a girl for a date when she's rushed or with other people may torpedo your chances. Wait until it's just you two and you're not likely to be interrupted. Step 4. Be yourself. A sincere geek comes across far better than a guy doing a poor imitation of James Bond. If you wear cologne, go easy on it. You want to date her, not knock her out. Step 5. When it's time to make your move, begin by paying her a compliment. She'll feel good about herself and look kindly on you. But be sincere. No one likes to be patronised. A funny comment can lighten the mood. Just make sure it's not at her expense. Everyone likes someone who can make them laugh. Step 6. Take the plunge and ask her out. Step 7. If she says no, don't take it personally. You're not attracted to everyone either, right? Plus, her rejection may have nothing to do with you. Step 8. If she says yes, set a date and time immediately. Now go home and get ready for your date. And whatever you do, don't be late. Did you know? The average single person will go on at least 100 dates in his or her lifetime. How to get a date with absolutely anyone. No one is out of your league if you know how to woo them. You will need bravery, an opening line and opening question, a few good travel stories, and some quirky questions. Step 1. Dress nicely, but don't overdo it. Being overdressed or too sexy makes you seem desperate, which is always a turn-off. Step 2. Smile at the person who's caught your eye, but do it the right way. For women, that means smiling while eyeing his body appreciatively. For men, it means holding her gaze. Step 3. Approach the person and say hi. Then deliver an opening line that includes both a we statement and a personal question that involves the person's feelings, such as, if the band is as good as I've heard, we're in for a great night. Are you into rockabilly? Note to men, Stay away from sexual innuendo, a big turn-off to women, and go with gallantry, like rescuing a woman from the guy who's serving up the smut. Step 4, memorise the person's name and use it. People find it flattering and transfer those good feelings to you. Note to women, tell him he has beautiful eyes. One survey found this is more successful in scoring a guy's interest than offering to buy him a beer. Step 5, ask quirky questions. A study of speed daters found that the woman picked for a date by every man was not the prettiest. She was the one who asked, "What's your favourite pizza topping?" People who share an exhilarating and/or scary experience, like, say, a mechanical bull at a bar, bond quickly because they confuse their feelings of excitement with attraction to their partner. Step 6, steer the conversation to agreeable topics. Yelling about nuclear disarmament or which god is the real god is best left for after the third date. Step 7, seal the deal by asking the person to dinner. Not drinks, which makes you seem uncommitted. Not coffee, which makes you seem cheap. Actual dinner. Did you know? I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks is man-speak for I'm just not that into you.
How to pick up someone at the gym. The health club is a great place to meet someone. Here's how to work it while you work out. You will need flattering gym clothes, cleanliness, consideration, observation skills, and the price of a smoothie. Step 1. Wear well-fitting, up-to-date gym clothes, but don't look like you're trying too hard. Ladies, go light on the makeup. Step 2. Take a quick shower before you start working out so that the sweat coming out of your pores is clean and odorless. Don't forget deodorant and never wear dirty exercise gear. Donning the same outfits repeatedly, even if they're freshly laundered, will give the impression you're not washing your workout wear. Step 3. Obey gym etiquette like not hogging machines and wiping them off when you're through. You'll have a hard time picking someone up if your fellow exercisers hate you. Step 4. When it comes to the machines and free weights, don't take on more than you can handle. At worst, you'll hurt yourself. At best, you'll turn bright colors, make strange noises, or look like a show-off. Step 5. Just because people are more scantily clad at the gym than at the office doesn't give you the right to drool over exposed body parts. Instead, if someone strikes your fancy, compliment their form or fitness progress. That kind of flattery will get you everywhere. Step 6. If you see a hottie struggling to adjust weights or a seat height, casually offer to help. Just don't come across as an arrogant gym savior, or you'll be met with eye rolling. Don't be shy about asking for advice either. Jump on the machine next to a sexy specimen and ask for tips on using it. Step 7. Observe people's schedules so you can arrange a chance run-in outside the gym, where you'll have a better shot at having a private conversation. Step 8. Many gyms have smoothie or juice bars. If you do manage to engage someone in convo, offer them a post-workout treat. Did you know? 40% of single women say the gym is a good pickup place, according to one survey.
How to pick someone up in a bar. Think your stunning good looks are all the charm you need? Maybe, but having a plan of action doesn't hurt. You will need confidence and the ability to improvise. Step 1. Approach the person you want to pick up. Have good posture. Your walk must convey confidence. Read a newspaper before going out so you'll have conversation topics ready, just in case. Step 2. Introduce yourself with a simple "Hi." Research shows it's the most effective opening line. Step 3. Keep the conversation focused on the other person. People love to talk about themselves. Use the other person's name. As communications legend Dale Carnegie once said, the sweetest sound in any language is a person's name. Step 4. Keep things light. Surveys show that people are drawn to a good sense of humor in a first encounter. Step 5. Gauge the person's interest after a few minutes. If he or she keeps looking away or backing up, move on. Step 6. Swap phone numbers. Of course, if you're really hitting it off, you won't need to. Did you know? Half of clubgoers report having had a serious relationship with someone they met in a bar.
How to pick up a girl at the beach. With the warmth of the sun, fresh air, and sound of the water hitting the shore, the beach is the perfect setting for picking up a girl. You will need patience, confidence, an open-ended question, and listening skills. Step 1. Wait for the perfect time to approach your prey. Do not approach her when she is engaged in a conversation, on the phone, or playing volleyball. Step 2. Seize the day. Go for it. Be confident. Walk with your head up, shoulders slightly back, and wear a big welcoming smile. Step 3. Ask her if she will talk to you privately if she is with a big group of friends. Ask her an open-ended question to start a conversation. Do not let your eyes wander. Look her in the eyes when engaging in conversation. Step 4. Listen to what she is saying. Be sincere in your responses. Step 5. Express your interest in her and ask her if she would like to go out with you sometime. Do not specify a date. Step 6. Get to know her by inviting her to the movies or dinner if she accepts your invitation. If she turns you down, look around. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. Did you know? In 2008, 1,210 U.S. beaches were affected by advisories or closures by the EPA because of potential risk to public health.
How to get someone's phone number. Don't let any more opportunities to meet that sexy stranger slip away. You will need courage, confidence, and some conversation starters. Step 1. Approach the person and introduce yourself. Don't bother with cheesy pickup lines. Studies show a simple hi works best. If the other person doesn't immediately offer his or her name, chances are the interest level is low. Step 2. After you get the person's name, use it almost immediately. For example, "So, Jen, are you a coffee addict too?" People love the sound of their own name. Try to slip in a little flattery, compliment her name, an article of clothing, just don't go overboard. Step 3. Once a conversation is underway, ask questions so you can do more listening than talking. When allowed to dominate a conversation, a person is more likely to rate the listener as highly interesting. Try to make the other person laugh. A good sense of humour is always high on the list of traits that singles seek. Step 4. Don't linger. After a few minutes, say that you have to rejoin your friends, get back to work, whatever. End the flirting before you run out of things to say. Step 5. Before walking away, tell the person you've enjoyed chatting and would love to see them again. Hopefully they'll offer their number. If you have business cards, pull one out and suggest that you trade. Step 6. If the other person doesn't get the hint, ask straight up for their phone number. Now go think of what to say when you call. Did you know? Research shows that men decide within the first 15 minutes of a date if they want to see the person again, while women take up to an hour.
How to ask a guy to Sadie Hawkins. Exercise your girl power on November 15th, Sadie Hawkins Day, by asking the guy of your choice to the dance with help from these tips. You will need the right guy, the right time, a casual approach, time to wallow, and an alternate guy or guys. Optional, a smile. Step 1. Choose the right guy, ideally someone you're friendly with or have spoken to at least once. Step 2. Pick the right time to make your move, preferably not when he's with his buds. It's less pressure for him to accept and better for you if he declines if you get him alone. Step 3. Casually ask him if he has a date for Sadie's. If he says, "Yes, I'm going with Jane," your response should be, "Jane's great, you'll have a great time," and then move on. If he says he doesn't have a date, ask him if he would like to go with you. Remember to smile when you ask him. You'll seem much more friendly and inviting. Step 4. Arrange when and where you'll meet if he accepts. If he declines, be gracious. Calmly say, "That's fine, see you later," and move on. If he sees you're not upset at all, you may just leave him wondering if he did the right thing, letting a cool, independent, confident girl like you get away. Step 5. Give yourself time to wallow in private if you get rejected. It hurts. Lick your wounds. Then get back on that horse and ask someone else. Did you know? Sadie Hawkins Day was created by Al Capp in his Lil Abner comic strip on November 15, 1937. 2 years later, more than 200 colleges had begun holding Sadie Hawkins Day events.